Hey everybody, this is Steve Moysack from Mo Life Coaching. Today we're going to be looking at how to build confidence. It's an issue that's really important for a lot of people at the moment, as confidence has been affected, whether it be in your career or from a personal point of view. So today I'm going to be giving you 5 key tips that can be used in anything from a personal situation, job interviews, group discussions, presentations. So stay tuned and find out. So the first one, music. Music's really important for a lot of people, and it can be a really useful tool for building confidence. If you're a little bit anxious towards going into a meeting or meeting someone for the first time on a date, it could be anything like that, then music can help you mellow. It can also get you pumped up towards this meeting. So if you're slightly anxious or you're worried about something, use a piece of music to calm you down, something that means a lot to you, one of your favorites. And also, if you need to get that little bit of a pep, little bit of a pump going on to get you more focused on what you're doing, use something that's got a slightly more upbeat tempo, something that makes you feel good, and it will help you feel better when going into your meeting or presentation. Number 2, smiling. Smiling is a really simple but really effective tool for building confidence, not just in yourself but for other people as well. If you walk into a room or meet someone for the first time, smiling, it gives off that air of approachability. You seem friendly. It's someone they would want to engage with. So that works for yourself as well. If you go into an interview or meet someone for the first time and smile, it gives you automatically a greater sense of self-confidence. Really simple, but really effective. Number 3, body language. Body language, hugely important in a professional environment, but also from a social standing as well. If you approach someone for the first time or go into a presentation where you're hunched over, your arms are crossed, it can give off a negative sign and show that you're not overly confident within yourself, and that will then go through it and sort of radiate towards the people that you're meeting and presenting to. So a couple of points are: stand up straight, chest out, arms by your side. Anything that crosses across your body can be seen as a bit of standoffish and negative. By keeping yourself in a straight line and erect, it will allow yourself, a bit like smiling, to feel more confident about yourself, because you can feel that you are radiating self-confidence off to the people that you're meeting and speaking to. Now, number 4 is really important but really simple, and that's an early engagement. So if you go to meet someone for the first time, you walk into a business meeting, even to a presentation to a large crowd of people, create an early engagement, even if it's just a hello, how are you, how are things, how's everyone today. It creates that level of rapport very early on, and it builds confidence within the people that you're talking to, because if you come across as someone that's easy to approach, and also by doing that, it gets you talking, it gets you moving, it creates a greater level of confidence and relaxation in yourself. I used to be a teacher, and that's the first thing I used to do when walking into a class. Don't keep quiet, don't wait for people to sit down, just start engaging with people early on, and they will engage with you back, and it builds confidence. So number 5 is a really powerful tool, but can be a little bit tricky to do. So don't worry if you can't do this straight away. It takes a little bit of practice, but it's really effective. And that's imagining yourself as someone else or another persona of you, and then copying it. So I had someone come to me who was really lacking in confidence, and we used this technique and it worked really well. So what they did, I asked them to imagine themselves in a situation where they could see themselves being really confident. They were really pushing themselves out there, and they looked at what their mannerisms were, the way they dressed, the way they talked, and the way that they held themselves in that situation. And it was that what they did, they imagined them in a stadium, almost like a gig, like a front stage gig, and they were talking to a huge group of people, giving them a really emotional speech. Now, afterwards they reflected on how they stood, how they talked, how they related to questions that were thrown at them, and because they had a huge amount of confidence from that, they used that persona and took that into their scenario, which was a job interview. So when they went into the job interview, they just remembered the feelings that they got and remembered how they held themselves during that imaginary scenario, and it helped them no end. It allowed them to be more confident within that scenario. It's a really powerful tool, but it does take practice. Give it a go. And that's it. 5 key points for helping build confidence. Now, these can be used in anything from a job interview to meeting someone for the first time in a social situation. And I hope that's helped. If you were looking for more of a one-on-one session to get some practice in this and to look at some other techniques through social building confidence, if you're suffering from anxiety or looking to develop your career, give me a shout. The first session is always free, and you can contact me via my website, which is www.molife.co.uk. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the button and give me a subscribe. I'll catch you next time.